How's it going, guys? This is Eddie with PFH, and today I'm going to be talking about the passing of Joe Weider. He died on Saturday at the age of 92. When I found out, I was checking my Facebook, and I noticed several athletes and several bodybuilding memes were paying respects to Joe. It didn't really hit me till Monday. I was halfway through my workout, and it just hit me all of a sudden how big of a loss it really was. For those of you that don't know, Joe is responsible for bodybuilding, supplementations, proper diet and exercises, and also morphing sports the way it is today in an indirect way. By this, I mean, let's start off with the simple facts. Bodybuilding. The simple one's bodybuilding. He used to be a bodybuilder, and he believed in bodybuilding back in the 1940s and 1950s, to the point where him and his brother Ben created the IFBB, the International Federation of Bodybuilding. He also created his own supplement lines in his own company, Weider Enterprises. He created magazines such as Muscle Physique, Muscle Builder, but the most popular ones nowadays, Flex Magazine and Muscle and Fitness for Her. If you're wondering how does this affect you, well, it affects you in an indirect way.
Time.
For example, sports related.
Minutes.
MMA,
Seconds.
basketball, baseball, all those guys,
Distance.
they all take supplements.
1.
They all work out.
Pace.
They all keep
18.
diet and nutrition.
Minutes. 30 seconds.
Without Joe, we wouldn't have movie actors or sports the way we know them today. They would be completely different. And you can say it was Arnold mostly that changed the bodybuilding world and the fitness world. That might be true. But without Joe, Arnold would just be another Austrian guy with a funny last name. Even he has said it himself. Now, I never had the privilege to meet Joe in person, and that was actually one of my dream goals, was to meet him in person one day. I'll never get that chance now. At least not in this lifetime. I was able to meet John Linsky. For those of you that don't know, up until last year, he was in charge and the producer of Linsky's production of all of the MP shows for bodybuilding in Northern California. Now he's just doing Southern California. And the 10 minutes that I had a conversation with John, it opened a lot of new doors and new opportunities for me. And it changed a lot of stuff. And every time, whenever he says something, I didn't say anything, I just listened. So I could only imagine what it would have been like to hear from Joe. If you notice, I'm actually outdoors, but I would have loved to meet Joe. I remember the first time I found out about Joe Weider, it was back in 2005 when I was reading Muscle Magazine, and they had a little bit of article on him, on what he did for the business, and what him and his brother Ben did for it. I remember I was reading, educating myself on a lot of different stuff. If it wasn't for that magazine, I'll still be buying those protein shakes that, you pay like $10 for just 4 of them. Like the ready-to-drink ones. And I remember the first product I ever tried from his was, his Muscle Builder or his Muscle Blast, which I believe was like $20 for like 10 days worth. But thanks to Joe, he's the reason why I'm not a 450-pound person. Thanks to him, he's the reason why I took up bodybuilding. Thanks to him, he's the reason why I'm actually doing better and actually have a chance and to get to meet people like Jay Cutler, Philip Seith, Gaspari's, I can never pronounce his name, but I met him several times, Hidi, Anakova, and got a chance to meet all those guys. and all those girls. And he's the reason why everything is the way it is today. So even though, you don't know what he did, you owe him a great thanks for the way things are today. So do yourself a favor, if you don't know who he is, Google him, or if you follow me on Facebook, just click the link that I shared on what he actually meant to the industry and how he affected the industry directly and indirectly. Joe was originally a bodybuilder, and he loved bodybuilding, probably more than anybody else. Even probably more so than Arnold, because he believed it so much to the fact that he actually turned it into something. Before Joe, bodybuilding didn't really exist. The fact that that man was able to accomplish more in one lifetime than me or you can do in 4 is phenomenal. The mark that Joe left on the world is truly phenomenal. Joe, even though you're gone, and we may never get a chance, and I never got a chance to meet you in person, on behalf of me and every other gym rat out there, thank you for what you've done for us, for what you continue to do even though after your passing, and what you will continue to do for us after your years from now. May you rest in peace and find happiness where you currently are, and may your family and friends rejoice of your living, of your life, and what you contributed, and to remember you for what you really did. So, let us not be sad that you're gone, but let us thank God that you existed. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.